I thought I'd pull out an old favorite of mine, which I haven't used in a very long time, and it's the Natasha Denona Xenon eyeshadow palette. It's very cool toned, dark tones, light tones, very cool toned in general. And the weather today is kind of windy, but it's sunny, and I just thought I wanted to do something different. I don't even know the look that I'm creating today, but I guess the first thing we're going to do is prime the eyelids, because I don't want to actually put on foundation or anything first, because this shadow, you know, there's a lot of dark tones and I really just don't want to mess up the complexion while I'm doing it. So I'm going to leave the base till last. I hope you guys have really been well. I thought, why not do a video today? I do have a little place to go to later on, and I just want to look a little bit more, I don't know, presentable, and I'm just in the mood for doing makeup. I've been using the retinol on my face, and I do have a layer of sunscreen over my face as well right now, just the Mecca Cosmetica To Save Face SPF 50 sunscreen. It's really, really, really important that if you are treating your skin with tretinoin, vitamin A, retinol cream, protect your face from the sun. I have this like little milia spot here on my under my eyebrow, and you know, I probably should go to a dermatologist to get it taken out, but apparently just treating it with like a little dot of retinol can help to exfoliate that pimple or milia and get it to come off. I really wish I had the proper tools to just go in and extract it myself, but I don't, so we're just leaving it. I'm going to quickly go in and just do my eyebrows while I'm here. I'm using the Revlon, the Photo Ready Lifting Brow Gel. This is in the shade Taupe. I've been really, really enjoying it. It's just a very natural eye gel pomade. Let's go ahead and do the eyeshadow. So I'm just starting off with a medium-sized fluffy brush, Huda Beauty double-sided brush. I'm going to be using this fluffy side, and I'm going to be going in with this shade in the crease called Flurry. This one here. It's just like a very, very light Dove shade. I'm just going to tap off the excess on the back of my hand and put that in the crease just to have a bit of a light wash of colour and build it up slowly, because we do have the Takia eyeshadow primer underneath and I just don't want things to stick. And always going in with a lighter shade in the crease can prevent, just, I don't know, prevent like that eyeshadow that is deeper sticking. But look how beautiful this shade is. It's so neutral. It's just so, I don't know, it's just a perfect balance of a grey shade. Okay, so that's on. Now I'm going to be going in with a slightly deeper shade just underneath the crease. And I'm going in with this shade here called Snert. Honestly, these words, I'm going with the other side of the brush too, by the way, which is a slightly flatter, fluffier side. And Snert is deeper than this shade here that we just used, which was Flurry. So it's like a really beautiful, I don't know, deeper grey. So I'm going in with that on the tip of the brush, tapping off the excess and going slightly underneath Snert, almost right over the eye socket. Now I'm going in with this shade here called Blizzard. It's also like another very light grey with a bit of white in it. I'm putting that on the inner corner of the eye, and this is really going to open up the eyes and create that space. And I'm just stopping to the middle part of the eye there. Well, I'm stopping just before I get to the middle of the center of the lid there. Already you can see that it just creates a lot of wideness and spaciousness, especially if you have like deep set eyes. Okay, now I'm going to be working on the outer corner of the eye there, and I am going to get a smaller brush. This one here is by the Angie Hot and Flashy BK Beauty brush, A54. I'm going to be dipping into 2 shades because it's a little bit too deep. So I'm going to be dipping into Snert and Splash. So Snert and Splash, these 2. And just going into the outer corner of the eye, really gently, just to give a bit of definition to the outer corner of the eye there and create that beautiful shape that we elongate and lift the eye. Just going in with a bit more. And now with my finger, I'm going in with the beautiful shimmery shade, and it's called Stella, which is this one here. Placing that right in the center of the lid. Look at that. Is that magical or what? Just going to do the other eye. Now, I'm not going to do any inner corner stuff yet or anything under the eyes if I need to. Right now, it's time for the foundation. Right now, it's time for the foundation base. Now, I'm going to be going in with the Pat McGrath Labs Sublime Perfection Foundation using a damp beauty sponge. Just giving it a good shake. A few pumps of that on the back of the hand. And with my damp beauty sponge, just dipping in and going in and doing the foundation. And for concealer, I'm just going in with the Revlon Skin Awaken Concealer. Putting that on the back of my hand. It's about that much. And picking it up with the tip of the damp beauty sponge. And doing the concealer. Tapping that in gently. Making sure to go to the outer corner of the eye. Don't be afraid to just really blend it in. Take your time with this step. Ooh, it's really picked up with the wind outside, like a lot. So now that we've got the foundation on, I'm going to go back to completing the rest of the eye look. I am going in with a edge of a sharp concealer brush. This one here is the Angie Hot and Flashy A505 brush. It's very flat tipped, and I'm going to be doing a really fine line underneath the eye using the shade Snert and Flurry together. These 2 shades together. Just on the outer corner of the eye there. Stopping just before the middle part of the iris. And then I'm going in with Sposh and Flurry. I think I called it Splash before, which is wrong. That's what happens when you're not wearing your glasses. And now for the inner corner highlight, I'm just going in with the end of it's just like a sponge tip applicator. This one is again by Huda Beauty. It's the Sparkle and Shine brush, and we're using the tip of the sponge tip applicator there. And we're dipping into Rhyme, which is this beautiful icy white shade for the inner corner. And then with the remaining part, just do the brow bone arch highlight there. Okay, I'm not going to be putting on any eyeliner at all today. It's just going to be mascara, top and bottom lashes, and then we're going to come back and complete the rest of the look. So the eyes are complete. Mascara has been applied on the top and bottom lashes. Look just how wide-eyed the actual eyes look. Cool toned, I love it. I'm kind of into it. All right, going in with this beautiful berry shade. It's sort of like a plummy berry shade, and I'm just going to be applying a little bit of that on the stippling brush here. Actually, it's the wrong stippling brush. One moment. Doing a little few swipes over that, and we're going to be warming up the cheeks only because see the retinol, it's kind of like making a little bit of patchiness there, but that's because retinol does really dry out your skin. So I'm being very mindful now to apply a good moisturizer, even mixed in with a bit of your favorite eye cream is good. It's fine. Warming up the cheeks with that beautiful pop of color. What's wrong, Panther? What's wrong, baby? A little bit over the tip of the nose And then going in with my favourite bronzer. I'm going in with one of my favourite bronzers, the Hourglass, the Ambient Lighting Bronze Diffused Bronze Light shade, just with the Hourglass brush, and I'm just bronzing over that beautiful colour that we just applied for the blush. A little bit over the forehead, warms the skin up, under the chin, down the neck. I probably should have applied a little bit of moisturiser underneath my eyes there, because the concealer's kind of breaking up, and it really is from the tretinoin. So yeah, word of a warning, make sure you use a really good eye moisturiser under the eyes. But you know what, it's fine. I could probably shear it out a little bit with the damp beauty sponge, but I'm leaving it, I'm just leaving it like the way it is now, so that's fine. Okay, to complete the look, I'm going in with Charlotte Tilbury lip liner pencil. This one here is in the shade Hot Gossip. And then with my pinky finger, just feathering out that lip liner. And then completing the look with the Burt's Bees lip shimmer shade in the shade Fig. So that completes the look. So if you happen to have the Natasha Denona Xenon eyeshadow palette, let me know in the comments below. Do you use it regularly? Is it one of your favorite palettes? Because I think this one is definitely just splendid. Just absolutely splendid. And you can really just go as deep or as light as you want, as I demonstrated in today's video. Guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider sharing it with someone who you think might get some use out of it. Let me know how you use your palette. Do you have a particular favorite shade in there that you are almost running out of? I would love to know. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye for now.